Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Anime Plus podcast, where we talk anything and everything anime and anime related. I'm your host for this pod, Aray, and I'm with my guy Aunn today. And we got a pretty good one today. We're going to be talking about the top 10 selling manga, Japanese manga that is, of the year 2022, which started last year in November 22. I don't know why they make it like that, but their fiscal year is November 22nd to basically November 20th of this year. So it basically excludes December of this year. So we're going to be talking about that. We're also going to be talking about some new manga that came to Manga Plus in the Shonen Weekly Jump magazine. And lastly, we're going to be talking about some new anime that are going to be a part of this December month for new anime that are out there. So with that being said, we have a little game for you guys. We're going to have Aunn, who doesn't know anything about manga in general. No offense, nothing like that. But he doesn't follow manga like that. We're gonna
Not
have him.
offense taken, but
Mhm.
yeah, I said not offense taken. Well, I'm more of an anime guy than a manga guy.
Which is respectable. I mean, when you get the visuals and you got the music and all that, I feel like it's a nicer product. But anyways, yeah, Aunn really doesn't know anything about manga. He doesn't follow the sales or anything like that. So we're gonna have him try to guess the top 10 selling manga of this year. So, all right, let's start with that. Guess as many as you
Okay,
can.
top 10, right?
Yep.
Okay, obviously as a One Piece fan, I gotta say One Piece first, but that's because first of all he defeated Kaido. That's huge. Like Wano's complete. They also had that Shanks part, Gear Fifth Luffy. Like there's been too many good moments within One Piece this year that I would have to say it's the first. Am I right on that
All right.
or
What if I told you it wasn't the first? It's definitely on the top 10 list, but it's not number one.
it's not number one? What?
Yeah.
What beats One Piece?
Oh, there's a
Don't
couple
tell me
other,
like
man.
don't tell me Boruto or some shit. If you tell me it's like some
No,
shit like
no, no, no.
Boruto,
No. So the thing with this list is a lot of these series were either trending heavily within 2022 or at the end of 2021, or they completed in 2022. So this
okay,
goes by like manga volumes that were sold. So
got you. Okay, okay,
overall, yeah,
okay.
yeah. So overall, like One Piece ended up number fourth with 10.5 million sales.
Okay. I mean, not bad, not bad, not bad at all.
That's actually really good.
Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised that's not number one. There's three people that beat One Piece. The only
Well,
people I see beating One Piece is Bleach,
mhm.
the Thousand Year Blood. Like if that's even like, see, I know nothing about manga, but if that's part of it, then I would say that's might be.
Bleach isn't on that list.
Oh, Bleach is even on the list. Is it?
Yep.
Did it even come out in 2022?
It I don't know. I don't know about the Bleach manga,
I honestly
but
don't think it came out in 2022 then.
yeah.
But okay, so I know that. Honestly, I don't know if AOT came out in 2022 either.
Nope, that would be last year.
Okay,
So
that'd be last year.
even last year, One Piece wasn't in the top five, and
Damn.
I mean AOT was on the top five last year, but this year's not on the top 10.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
So, anime like Naruto and like Dragon Ball, right? That aren't coming out
Yep.
with new episodes, are they
Hmm.
also within the list?
There really isn't any on this list that are from long going anime. There's maybe one or two that, I mean, aside from One Piece, there's probably one other that has multiple seasons, or two others that have multiple seasons.
Okay. Oh, okay, okay, okay. So we got JJK.
All right, that is number one.
Okay, for sure. Okay, okay, okay. That makes sense. So if I'm going like trend wise, I'm gonna say Demon Slayer second.
So that was last year. That was, I
Oh,
believe that
so
was
okay,
number one last year, or
okay,
number
makes
two
sense.
last year.
Okay. Um.
It was a good guess though.
Okay. Mid hero.
Mid hero, mid hero. Come on, man. My hero is number five.
No way, it's actually five.
Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, my hero is getting better in the anime.
Hmm.
This season is actually pretty fire. But you know my thoughts on mid hero.
Oh yeah, I know your
You know
thoughts
my
on
thoughts on mid hero.
it.
Okay. So we got JJK, we got Demon Slayer, right? Um Black Clover. I know Black Clover did something this year. I know there was a crazy
Mm,
moment. No, isn't not on that
it's
list?
not. Black Clover had actually a few hiatuses in 2022, so
Oh,
that
okay.
could have affected the volume sales.
That makes sense.
But yeah, it's not on there.
Yeesh. You're gonna have to give
All
me
right,
some type of hint out
all right,
here.
all right. Three of them, I'll tell you right now. You probably won't know.
Yeah,
Which
okay.
I mean, they're exclusively manga only. Two of them are expected to get animes. One of them has been extremely popular, meaning like you'll see it everywhere.
The
You go to
Chainsaw Man?
sport. Okay, that is number 8. So
Okay.
that's one that you've got. So
Okay.
far you've got Jujutsu Kaisen number 1, One Piece 4, My Hero 5, and Chainsaw Man number 8. I'm surprised
Okay.
Chainsaw Man didn't do better, to be honest, especially with the anime just coming out. But
Yeah.
I
Oh
think
wait,
that was
so the manga came out at the same time as the anime, or how did that
no, no,
work?
no, no, no. The anime's been out. I mean, sorry, the manga's been out,
Yeah.
but usually after like a lot of chapters come out, they start
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
adapt
Okay. Okay.
the anime adaptation.
Got it.
So the thing with that is usually when an anime comes out for like a manga, the amount of manga volume sales goes up like it's
That makes
huge.
sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
That makes
by a
sense.
lot. So I'm expecting Chainsaw Man to probably be within the top 3 next year, if I had to guess.
Got it. Okay, hold up. I'm actually thinking, what was a good like anime this year? You gotta give
Hey
me some
man.
type of hint. You gotta
All
give me
right,
some
all
type
right.
of
One
hint.
of them is the one I've been telling you to watch, like all the time. That came out just this recent season.
You told me to watch this. You told me to watch Chainsaw Man for the longest.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Chainsaw Man and the
What
other one. What was the other one I told you?
what was the other one? I'm blanking out now. Um,
All
yo,
right, you
yeah,
want me to tell you?
you gotta tell me. You gotta tell me.
All right, so Blue Lock,
Oh yeah, Blue Lock. Like this is
which is
the soccer.
awesome.
This is a soccer one.
Yep, it's soccer one. Dude, it's awesome. It's a sports anime on the top 10. That's
Okay.
respectable.
Wait, hold up. Is it soccer or is it football? Did I just mess
Uh,
up?
no, it's soccer. We'll say soccer so that more of our audience knows exactly what we're talking about.
Got you. Okay,
And
soccer.
we're
Like,
both from the US, so we're gonna go with soccer.
I just saw. I think I just saw a tweet about it. Actually, it's probably
Yeah, man.
correlating with the World Cup or something.
Yeah,
That's
no,
why.
so it's crazy. So the Japanese national team, they made it
Yeah.
out of the group staging and they made it to the first round, which I don't know if they've done that before. I don't know the full history of that, but the entire like Twitter at one point was trending Blue Lock because everyone was like the Blue Lock project is what got Japan there, which is just freaking awesome.
Oh,
And
that makes
it
okay.
yeah, it brought a
That's
lot
why
of hype
how
to
where
it.
I saw it. Yeah, that's where I
Yeah.
saw it
And
definitely.
the crazy part is, again, the same thing with Chainsaw Man. These anime just came out, so we can expect a huge amount of sales within next year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. 100%. Okay, so are any of the other anime on this list anime that
Hmm.
have been going on for a couple years?
There is one other one, and then the other one is just yeah. There's one more that you probably won't guess. I didn't expect to see this one on the top 10, so we'll gloss over that.
What is that?
That is Kingdom.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Okay,
Yeah.
so what's that about?
I don't watch Kingdom. I've heard that the anime is not good at all, but I heard that the manga is very good. I mean, if it's number 5 overall or number 6 overall, it's definitely got to be good. I believe it's about like this kid that like this is like ancient like where wars were happening with spears and that type of stuff. And
Got it.
yeah,
Okay.
it takes place in that type of setting. I don't really know too much about it. Never read it, but or watched it.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot an arrow in the dark right here. It's gonna be black. Not Black Clover. It's gonna be Doctor Stone.
Ooh, no, that I believe that was there in the top 10 last year, but
Goddamn.
not
Okay.
bad. All right,
What else is there?
I'll give you
Yeah.
one more I'll give you one more major hint for one of these.
Okay.
And then we'll spill the beans on the top 10.
Okay.
All right, so one of these just finished this year, the manga. It's about gangs, if that helps at all. And it's the second,
Gangs?
yeah, like street gangs.
Okay.
And
You got me. I don't know,
and
bro.
the second season is about to come out in January.
Yeah, street gangs.
All right,
Don't know.
all right, all right. So let's just spill the beans on the top 10.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. So the top 10 selling manga for the fiscal year of 2022 are number 1, Jujutsu Kaisen with
Okay.
12.2 million sales. Number
Yep.
2 is Tokyo Revengers with
Okay, I've
11
heard
million
of that.
sales.
Okay, so see, I've heard of this, but I've never seen
Mhm.
it. What's that about?
So we can get into that later, but
Okay.
overall, it's about like streaking. That's the simplest
Okay,
way to
got
put
you.
it.
Okay.
But it's also has an element of mystery in there where the main character can somewhat time travel. So there's that. But it's pretty cool. Essentially, it's one of my favorite animes of this past year or whenever it came out. Season 2 is coming out, so I'm pretty hyped for it. All right, so number 3 is probably one of the most trending ones, and that is Spy Family. Have you heard Spy Family?
Ooh, I heard of that. Okay, I've heard of
Yeah,
that. I've heard of it.
dude, you'll see it everywhere. You go to sporting events, people dress up as Anya, which is the little girl in that anime.
Oh, so it's an
Um,
anime now.
yeah, it is an anime now. The second
Okay.
core just came out this past season as well.
Okay, I'm watching. Okay, so I'm watching that for sure.
Yeah, it's not like a typical like battle shonen anime. It's I don't really know how to put into words. It's not really slice of life, but at the same time, it kind of is. It's like a chill anime. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
Um,
I get that.
yeah. So like the father is a spy, and the mother. These are both fake parents, not actually this girl's parents. She's an assassin, and they both keep it secret. And the little girl Anya, she's a mind reader, so she kind of knows what's going on, but she's a little girl, so
Oh,
it's got a cool element
that's
to it.
pretty OP. Mind reading.
Yeah,
That
but
is
it's funny.
OP.
It's definitely great. Chill, relaxing show to watch.
Yeah, I'm definitely
All
gonna
right,
watch it.
all right. So number 4 is One Piece with
Yep.
10 million,
Should have
and
been number one, but yeah, let's go.
well, it's not number 4 by much, by 2 million.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad.
All right, this is the crazy part. So the drop off from number 4, number 5 is insane.
What is it?
So from 10 million sales, it goes all the way down to 5.3 million sales, and
Holy.
that's My Hero. So just
My
My
Hero.
Hero's,
Okay.
if it doubles up, it catches up to One Piece.
Two My Heroes equal One Piece. That makes sense.
Yeah. Oh man, you can't put it that way. Come on, man.
Okay, what's next?
All right, then number 6 is Kingdom with 3.8 million,
Kingdom. Okay.
which is respectable. All right, number 7 is again Blue Lock, man. Freaking love Blue Lock. It's awesome.
Okay. Do you think that the World Cup influenced the manga sales?
I don't, because the World Cup essentially started around November,
Yeah.
towards the end of November, maybe late October if I remember correctly. But the time for these manga volumes to be sold, it wouldn't really impact these numbers that greatly. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Oh yeah, because you said it November 22 is the fiscal year.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, that
The
makes sense.
the fact that Blue Lock got an anime, I feel like that would inspire more people to go out there and read this manga more than the World Cup did. But we'll see, because again, it was trending. Everyone's talking about the Blue Lock project, so we'll see. But I think next year the numbers are going to be insane.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna. I'm not into any like sports animes or
Mhm.
manga, but I'll definitely check that out. That
Yeah.
and the one you told me about last week, it
Oh
was the
yeah,
baseball one.
Ace of Diamond. I would
Yeah.
recommend that you have to have like a different taste to like that.
Okay.
I played baseball for like 10 years, so that's why I
Gotcha.
really liked it. You know what I mean? But
I,
Blue Lock is one that anyone can get into.
which one is the volleyball one? Because one of my friends told me like there was a
Ooh,
volleyball one that was really good.
it's high Q. That one's pretty good. That
Okay.
series is nearing an end too.
Okay, that's good. No, because wait, were you there when uh there was that volleyball court when we used to play
Yeah,
volleyball?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, those are so fun. That like those
Uh,
days are
Good
so fun.
times. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So let's move on to number 8. So number 8, you called it Chainsaw Man,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
without a doubt in my mind, this will be in the top 3 next year for sure.
It's
You know,
really that good. Like now you're
I
getting me
I
excited.
I don't read manga like that, but the amount of hype that I've heard about Chainsaw Man and the amount of hype that the anime is bringing, I can see this one being a top trending manga and anime for 2023 for sure. And I'll be honest, like you'll watch the first maybe 8 episodes are out as of now, and you're probably like, "What the hell am I watching?"
For
But it's got some hype scenes towards the end, and I don't know, man.
sure.
I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know what's in store for the anime. Again, I haven't read the manga, but hey, it's up there, man. I can tell a lot of people really like this series.
Like I was playing Apex Legends and
Mhm.
I think I was talking about One Piece and I was in like random fills and the dude was talking about like Chainsaw Man. So obviously it's like it's like super popular.
Dude,
If a random
you,
dude just talking about Chainsaw Man.
you're a random dude talking about One Piece.
I no, I think his name had something to do with One Piece. Like his name was Kaido or something. Like
Ah,
his in-game name was Kaido. So I was like,
that's
oh.
funny. Shout out to Kaido out there. Helping my put my boy Owen onto Chainsaw Man.
Facts,
Respect.
and we did win that game, so yeah.
Nice.
No, I mean that's the average One Piece viewer. We're obviously gonna win the game.
So, all
Like
right,
the
all
tournament.
right, man, all right, all right. And number nine is Do Not Say Mystery, and that sold 3.1 million. So all
Do
of
not
the
what?
Do Not Say Mystery. I've never heard of this before. I'm assuming it's like a mystery manga. I mean,
Yeah,
I
for
got no
sure.
idea. I've never heard of it.
Okay, so as a person, right, that watches manga and anime, like that reads manga and watches anime, what are
Mhm.
like the core differences between like the storytelling and
Wait,
like
wait, hold on,
everything
hold on.
actually?
We didn't even finish number 10.
Oh, okay, okay. I thought that was number
And
10.
then number 10 is a manga that's going to get a anime adaptation in 2023, and that's Kaiju number 8, again with 3.1 mil.
Okay,
All
and
right,
that's
sorry.
about like what
I
type of
got no
anime
idea.
is that?
I
Okay,
honestly have no idea.
got it. Okay, but yeah, so what's the differences between manga and anime for you?
Well, over the past month or so, I kind of got bored, and I've always been an anime only.
Yeah, I
So I
know.
decided to check out manga for the first time, and I started off by reading some manga chapters of One Piece that were in the same episode. I just want to see if there was any differences or similarities. And as far as I know, it's pretty much the same thing. One Piece is kind of different in the terms of pacing because you can't let One Piece get too ahead of itself in the anime because then it will surpass the manga. So it
Yeah, they're
was pretty
pretty
much,
close.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it was, for the most part, it was side by side. It was the same exact thing.
Do you
So
get
I
the same
thought,
feeling though? Like, do you get the same
mm,
you know what I mean?
I like that I could reread things because it gets confusing in manga sometimes. This, like, One Piece was pretty straightforward, but some of the other manga that I've read, I get
Yeah,
so confused between flashbacks and things like that. But that could just be because I'm like a kind of a rookie manga reader, you know what I mean?
got you. Yeah, for sure, for
But
sure.
I feel like with anime, I get a lot more immersed
Okay, so
because
yeah, so which One Piece episode was it that you read?
it was the Otama episode where she was just,
So there was there any action?
not really.
No
Maybe
fights,
towards
no
the end of
nothing.
it. I think it was towards the end of it when like Kaido was confronted by his daughter or his
Oh,
son,
okay. Okay. No, because I
whatever the
wanted
name.
to compare like the fights, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
how can you have a fight like be worth the same when it's animated to compared to when it's just like reading it?
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what I mean?
it could also backfire because we've seen Seven Deadly Sins. Have you seen Seven Deadly Sins?
Yeah, I have, but I've never seen the
If
manga.
you watch the last season,
Yeah.
man, it's atrocious. Like you don't get any animation within the fights. It's just
No,
I don't
honestly,
know. It
I
sucks.
just like sped run through Seven Deadly Sins. It was just you know
Mm-hmm.
how I told you I like when the main character struggles and it's like that's why I like with the story. And with Meliodas, it really wasn't like that. So I just didn't really like Meliodas as a character. And I don't know that Seven Deadly Sins is kind of just weird. If anything, like I liked Escanor, but yeah,
Escanor. Valid.
yeah,
All right. All right. So let's move on to the next topic.
yeah. Let's get it.
Before we do that, let's just recap real quick so that everyone can know what the top 10 are. All right,
Yep.
so the top 10 selling manga of the Japanese fiscal year of 2022 are, with number one, it was Jujutsu Kaisen. Number two is Tokyo Revengers. Number three is Spy X Family. Number four is One Piece. Number five is My Hero Academia. Number six is Kingdom. Number seven is Blue Lock. Number eight is Chainsaw Man. Number nine is Do Not Say Mystery. And number 10 is Kaiju number eight, otherwise known in the States as Monster. So, all right, with that being said, let's get into the next topic for this pod. So, a couple new manga came out in the Shonen Weekly Jump magazine.
Yep. Okay. How many?
Well, within the past month, it's been about four or five. but I've only had the chance to read about three of them.
Okay, so and these
And
are completely new manga.
yeah,
Okay, but
all right. So honestly,
uh,
man,
that looks pretty cool.
I liked three two of them. The third one I read was just kind of whatever. One thing I noticed about these manga before we talk about these manga are none of these are like typical battle shonen like manga, and that's what we're used to. Me and Owen, like we've grown up on like Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, but none of these are like that.
No,
So
yeah, I love fights within anime because it's just like I don't know. There's some people that just find anime fake, right? Obviously, it
mhm,
is fake, but that's the reason we love it so much. We loved how crazy the fights can get. Like,
right.
obviously, it's fake, but like, it's just so crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But I feel like with the rise of like series like Spy Family and maybe even Tokyo Revengers, for example, like a lot of these don't specifically aren't fight related, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
battle anime. And it's kind of given Shonen Jump like a reason to kind of stray away from battle shonen anime. And they've started to do a lot more. So yeah, we've got like a lot more psychological anime, a lot more of these romance animes and that type of
As
stuff.
yeah, I mean, for me, as long as the plot is good and
Hmm.
it's great, like storytelling, then I'm fine. Like, you don't need fights. Like
Hmm.
Assassination Classroom,
That was a good one. You
I
watched
watched
that?
it, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's not really like too much. Like first of all, there's no superpowers, right?
Hmm.
Except the teacher. But other than that, it's just like you can say it's kind of fighting, but there's no actual like the type of fighting I'm talking about is like devil fruit versus devil fruit, like
Yeah,
crazy,
like
like
one-on-one action.
yeah, like Bankai versus Bankai. It's like those type of fights are different, and this is just like shooting a gun or like assassinating someone. But even though it didn't have too much fighting in it, it was still very good, and it was a short anime.
That's fair. All right, so let's talk about these three series that just came to Manga Plus. All right, so the first one is the Ichino's Family's Deadly Sin. And I'll send you like a link so you can kind of see how like the art looks because I know you don't obviously you haven't read it.
Yeah,
I mean, it looks all right. I
yeah.
actually somewhat enjoy the series. So let's read the synopsis. So Subasa Ichino's is a middle schooler who loses his memory in an accident. He's able to safely reunite with his family, but is soon faced with a new shocking reality. Just from the synopsis, what do you think? It's like all right, right?
Yeah. Um I like that uh he starts off like fresh as in he
Mm-hmm.
he loses memory. So it's like it's gonna be like a journey to get back to wherever he was. Or like that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. So far, there's been like three chapters out so far, and
Okay.
he starts off as like kind of like an innocent guy, like a nice kid. But then when he like this is somewhat of a spoiler. So if you guys want to read this and you haven't, and just as we're spoiling it a little bit over here. So he goes back to his house, he opens his room, and it's like he's got the words die written everywhere across the wall. So like he's like, dude, I'm so much different than I thought I was.
Holy shit,
And
that's actually
yes,
crazy.
so there's like a nice little twist on that, and it's actually pretty entertaining
He
in
wrote
that
the words
sense.
die
And he
on
must
his
have.
wall?
He must have before he lost his memories. Like it.
God damn. Okay,
So
yeah, it's intriguing already. Like
yeah. So one other thing that I didn't mention was he wasn't the only one that lost his memories. His entire family lost their memories, so none of them know who they are.
God damn.
Yeah, it was kind of funny too because they all had their own rooms. Even like the mom, dad, grandpa, grandma, they all had their own rooms. Even though, like for example, the mom, dad were married,
No,
and they
yeah.
all came out of their rooms with a weird shocked face, like that they were someone different. So I think that
Like
this series has some potential.
is it these faces that I'm seeing right here?
No, it was like, dude, it was like, what the hell am I doing face? Like, imagine
That
losing your memories and coming back to find out you were like an assassin or something like that. I don't know.
exactly. That's what like makes it so intriguing. Like we don't know what the characters were in a past life,
Hmm.
and now we see it just as die in the room. Like that's actually pretty weird,
Yeah,
but intriguing. Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, I'll keep an eye on this series, and I'll let you guys know if this is a series worth reading. I like it so far. Again, only 3, 4 chapters in, but
Do you
it's
see
a
it
pretty
becoming a manga? I
like an
know, an
anime.
anime? Yeah.
Um, yeah, I could see it happening. Hopefully, it doesn't get canceled, but because that really sucks. I've seen a ton of good manga get canceled,
Yeah.
but this one's pretty entertaining, and it's not a typical battle shonen anime or manga. And I've seen a lot of those get canceled, so it's got a chance. I'll keep an eye on it. I'm gonna keep reading it. It comes out every Sunday, so I'll keep reading it.
If it comes out as an anime, you'll
Hmm.
see me watch it.
Sweet, I like that. All right,
Okay,
so
let's jump
the
to the next
number
one.
the number 2 one is called Ichigoki's Under Control. Um,
Sounds
and
familiar.
yeah, so the synopsis is Ichigoki is a regular kid who can't wait to start high school, but an unexpected encounter with the fist of an eastern lowland gorilla that has escaped from the zoo results in his death. He somehow regains consciousness, only to discover that he's become a full metal bodied cyborg. Thus began Cyborg Ichigoki's wacky and aggravating misadventures with Misao, his mad scientist friend from childhood, a coming of age buddy gag manga. So that's pretty much what it is. I don't know, man. I read the first 5 panels and I was like, dude, I'm not reading this. This is not me.
Oh, okay, okay. I don't know. This reminded me of Frankie, but I thought it might have been good.
Man, I thought you would see something more like, I don't know, Full Metal Alchemist, but my dude said Frankie.
Yeah, he's a cyborg, bro.
Respect.
But so his mad scientist friend is the one who turned him into whatever.
I guess so. I think this is supposed to be like a gag manga, so like something funny.
What does that mean? Okay,
Yeah, so it's supposed to be like just like funny clips, crazy crap happening, stuff like that.
got it. Okay,
It's not
so
really, yeah, it's not really my cup of tea. I don't know
yeah,
if it
I
is
don't
yours
really
either.
like that either. A lot of people have told me to watch One Punch Man, but
Ooh, that's good, bro. You haven't watched that?
I haven't watched it. But the reason is because I don't understand the concept of him beating everybody in one punch. Like, what like that just doesn't like resonate with me. But what do you think? You think I should watch it?
One Punch Man, dude. You have to put down whatever you have in your hands and watch it, man.
Oh, so is
It's
that
not.
good?
It's not about the like. Well, the fights are actually pretty sick, which is weird because everything ends in one punch. But
Yeah, exactly.
there's
Like
other
that.
characters that are in the show that fight. It's not just him. And
Oh,
then maybe
okay.
yeah, he'll come along and punch them at the end. You know what I mean? But
Like the I don't like safety net, but then honestly, my cousin told me it's more of a like a comedic anime. So
it has comedic elements and it does get pretty funny at times, but it does have a serious side. And honestly, yeah, I would
okay.
watch it, man.
I mean, yeah,
I think you'd enjoy it.
I need to give it a try. I do need to give it a try.
All right. So let's get into the last one. The last one is called Fabricate 100.
Okay, her eyes are
Um,
creepy.
yeah, just looking at the art, her eyes are creepy. So
God damn.
let's read the synopsis. There
Okay.
was once a doctor fixated on creating the ideal human being, and the doctor's death. Oh, sorry. After the doctor's death, his fabricate creations start attacking humans in order to attain the perfect body. When Ashibi Yao's entire family is murdered by these fabricants, he sets out on a journey of revenge, accompanied by the doctor's final creation, Fabricate 100. So this is basically like a dark fairy tale anime. So like not really post-apocalyptic, but like where crazy shit happens where I guess I don't know, like these fabricants will murder anyone just to become the perfect being.
This feels like some shit that Elon would create.
Dude, come on. Oh man.
I'm not even gonna lie.
That was funny, man.
Oh my god.
Dude, so looking at the artwork, bro, this bitch is scary, bro, right?
Bro, the red eyes just get me. Like that's the first thing I noticed. Her
Mm-hmm.
red eyes are just creepy. If it's anything like Naruto, that means she's OP.
That was a good one, man.
Yeah. Even his orange eyes, they're kind of creepy. They look like Mihawk's
Yeah. Well,
eyes.
he's like, yeah. Actually, I really like the artwork in this show. All right, this manga. It's pretty good.
It kind of
So
reminds me of those stairs from AOT that we were talking about last week.
yeah,
Her
yeah,
eyes, like the lady's
it
eyes.
does. So this series actually I think it's pretty interesting. And it's actually pretty brutal too. Like
How much you
it's
want?
not
How much did you
it's only
read of
one
it?
chapter's out one chapter's out only. It
Oh,
just
okay,
came
okay.
December 4th. there was actually like a good amount of gore. So let me explain exactly what it means to be the perfect body, like to attain the perfect body.
Okay.
So these fabricants are basically like mannequins, and they'll look for like a perfect body part from a human, and they'll kill them, and they'll like skin them, like a part of them that they think is perfect body part, and then attach it to themselves. And it's so
So
freaking creepy, man.
so it's like kind of similar to like the Orochimaru and Sasuke.
Yeah,
You know, he was
somewhat.
trying to take his body,
Yeah.
but this is
So
just way nastier, you could say.
yeah.
Taking like okay, so they take individuals' body parts.
Yeah, so like we got to see another fabricant, and he had like he still had like an empty body, but like the eyes were changed. So like he ended up killing this lady and taking her eyes, and then he has
Damn.
like half a face and like half the hair. So like he took that obviously by killing another human.
And these are like cyborgs? Or
Not really,
they're
but
actual like
like
humans.
they're not humans, but they like they're I don't know what exactly a fabricant is. It kind of looks like a mannequin to me,
They're like
but
high level NPCs.
pretty much like they're OP. Like the one in the show, sorry, the one in this manga had like crazy fast legs. It was catching up to a train.
Okay,
So
okay. So they have attributes like that.
mhm.
That
so
sounds fun.
so the reason why like the main character Ashibi was pretty close to the Fabricant 100 is because his family, for whatever reason, has the ability to age past 100 years old and have the same appearance and same attributes as somebody that would be like 20 or 30, for example. So he's not at that age where he gets that yet. He's still like I think he was like 13, 14 at the
Yeah,
time.
that's what I say. He looks like he's a teenager in
Yeah.
this
So
sequel.
he makes a deal with this Fabricant 100, and he goes, if you kill all the other Fabricants out there, which again murders his entire family, so it's kind of like a revenge story, then you can have my body when I'm 18, when I'm like not ripe anymore, when I'm like of age and my body
Okay.
is a perfect condition. Because again, these fabricants, their goal is to have the perfect body, the ideal human being.
So they could okay, so these fabricants they could live infinitely, but they just need new body parts.
I guess so. I don't know if they live. I mean, only one chapter's out, so we don't know too much about them yet.
Oh, true, true, true.
But I think that she like they made a deal, and this fabricant 100 wants to take over his pretty much eternal youth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
And
mean
he
that makes
promised it
sense.
to her as long as she kills all the other fabricants. So it's kind of like a revenge story at a certain point. I don't know, like they have a weird bond. Like it's
Ye-
weird. Like she wants to make sure that he doesn't get hurt because she's gonna take his body. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like I don't know, this is just me, but he's gonna have to put her down at the end.
Yeah, we'll see. But he's not like crazy OP, but she is. That's the thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be. It's an interesting dynamic. I kind of like it.
Yeah, no, I mean that it just sounds interesting. Like she has to kill her own like unalive her own kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that's it for the new manga that are in this Shonen Weekly Jump. All right. So do you want to talk about the new series that are coming out this month in December?
New series as in new manga or
New
as
new
in
anime.
what's coming out?
We've got two. So one of them is called Me and Roboko. It's another gag humor anime, but I heard it was really good. As far as I know, it's basically about like this one kid, and everyone's got like maids that do everything for them, and you got to be able to afford them.
Do
This
you
kid
mess with
is
these gag animes? Like I've
I
never watched
don't.
any of
I haven't
those.
really watched any, so I'm trying to get into them. I
Okay.
heard apparently this is supposed to be like 5 to 10 minute episodes, so it's something that you can watch on the fly.
Okay. Yeah.
So, anyways, like he gets his family, he convinces them to buy him like a maid, and all his friends like they all have like these. I guess they're supposed to be like super hot, like these maids that do everything for him. But when he
Okay.
gets his looks like a bruh. I don't know, man. I have to send you a picture and then you can react to it. Dude, his
Bruh.
let's just say his does not look the very best, man. It
Oh
looks
my god.
whack. But yeah, and apparently like it can't do the job right. So it's pretty much about that. It's supposed to be funny, you know what I mean?
Yeah, let me see your taste. Let me see your taste. What you been like?
Yeah, here it is.
Oh, oh.
And we're gonna be posting this on TikTok, so you guys can see
Oh
too.
my god. That yo, that's a 10 for sure.
Yo, get out of here, man. Oh man.
Oh my god, I see no red flags right there. Nice. Oh my god.
Yep. So it's gonna be a funny anime, and I hope it lives up to expectations. 5 to 10 minute episodes is definitely different, but it's something that you can watch on the fly. If it's supposed to be funny, you can find 5 to 10 minutes a day to
Yeah,
just kind of
100%.
watch an episode or two. You know what I mean?
That's like that reminds me of like the Sanji situation. He's always into girls, and then he got put into the I don't even know how to phrase
That
this.
one island. Yeah, no, I
That one
got you, bro.
island,
Let's
yeah.
leave it at that, man. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah, that one island. If you know, you know.
All right, so the last one that we're gonna be talking about of an anime that just came out in December before the January season is called Lookism, and this is actually coming from a webtoon, which is pretty interesting. Like we've seen a bunch of webtoon be adapted into anime, and some of them have actually been really good. And we'll see if this one fits the bill. For example, have you seen like Tower of God or God of High School?
Oh no, I haven't. But for the people, including me, that don't know what a webtoon is, what's a webtoon?
So it's basically kind of all right. So the way I can describe it is it's kind of like somebody else is creating their own comic and putting it on the Webtoon platform. And Webtoon is a platform or an app that anyone can kind of use just to read free comics. And some of these comics have become like super popular that they've actually been adapted into anime. So for example, Tower of God is just some random person out there and they're putting up like these comics and it became so good that it became a webtoon or an anime now. And it's crazy because there's a lot of controversies between it because obviously like you won't get paid as much and we don't really know
Yeah.
like
Uh,
I guess the relationship between webtoon the platform and with its authors. But yeah, that's definitely a controversial subject because people believe that they should be getting paid more and this and that. But it's crazy to see like a lot of these, I guess you can call them freelance artists, are creating their own series that are actually ending up becoming anime. So I
yeah,
think that's
that's
pretty
actually
cool.
crazy. I honestly, the first thing that came to my mind was like, yeah, it's kind of unfair that like they have to create everything and then it just becomes an anime. Honestly, I don't know how much they get paid, but
Yeah,
it's yeah, that's like stealing. That's basically stealing someone's content to a
yeah.
point. Because obviously, the hardest part of an anime is coming up with the story itself. That's why One
Hmm.
Piece is so great because Oda is just unmatched when it comes to storytelling.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, some of these webtoons are crazy. Like I like Tower of God became an anime, and it's only like 12, 13 episodes. You should check it out. But I thought it was one of the most intricate stories out there, and it has one of the best. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but it has one of the best plots at the very end, like a plot point at the very end of the episodes at the end of the season. And season 2 is coming out, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely down to watch. There's a couple on my list that I have to go
Yeah.
through first,
You
but
actually might like God of High School because it's a battle anime.
oh, nice.
It's
Okay.
like 90% fighting and like 10% plot. So like the plot
Okay.
sucks, but you might like it for the fighting. And the animation is actually pretty dope.
I mean, that sounds like
Yeah.
my type of
Yeah.
anime, but I also do like plot and story. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see. I'm definitely gonna
Actually,
watch it. I'll give it a try at least.
sweet, sweet. And one last thing I want to say about these webtoons is a lot of these aren't Japanese made. Like a lot of these are Korean made, which is honestly pretty cool. Like you get like a different perspective.
Okay. I mean, the characters do look a bit different.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
this one that Owen's looking at right now is called Lookism, and Lookism just came to Netflix maybe yesterday or the day before, and we're recording this on Saturday, December 10th
Oh
of
damn,
2022.
that's super
Yeah.
new.
So it just came out. And I'll read the synopsis. So basically, it says in a society that favors good looks, a high school outcast leads a double life switching between two bodies that are polar opposites in appearances. So I watched the trailer and he's like this short fat guy that gets like bullied and stuff, and he's like crying to himself like, dude, why am I getting bullied, why are people beating me up and all that stuff. Then one day he wakes up and he looks like handsome, you know what I mean? and all the girls are all over him, and he's like super strong, like he can kick ass and stuff like that. So
This just happened out of nowhere. Like he
yeah,
just
I mean,
switched.
I don't know. Like in the trailer, that's exactly what happened.
Oh,
Happened
okay.
out of nowhere. I don't know if this is like there's a reason for it. I guess that's a good aspect to look at,
He
like
probably
the
got like
mystery.
a visit from Andrew Tate or something.
Come on, man. Come on, man. That was a good one. But yeah, we'll have to see. It's only like 8 episodes, so we'll see. Like it's overall, I think it's sick that all these webtoons are getting adapted. Like I'm pretty excited. Like that's so much more of a scope that people can go out there and create their own,
Exactly.
series.
Yeah. I like the fact that basically anyone with a good story can become like an author now. Like it's like an easier step to become an author.
Right,
That's
right,
that's I mean that's like it's like a YouTuber becoming a movie star. You know, it's like it's good that like there's these channels that you can go to the next level with.
right, man. Oh, you love to see it, man. You love to see it.
Yeah. Um. So this is only like webtoons anime that you've. I mean, besides the other ones that you've watched.
Yeah, I don't know if there's that much more out there. I know that Solo Leveling is another webtoon that's getting like adapted into an anime, and that one's supposed to be really good. But other than that, I don't know any more webtoons that have been adapted. I know a lot of them actually have been adapted into like um
Cartoons.
not cartoons to like real life. So
Oh, that's
there's one
crazy.
I think it's like called All About Home or Sweet Home or something like that. Yeah, I think it's Sweet Home, and another one is All of Us Are Dead. They've both been adapted and they're on Netflix, but they're not like animes. They're like legitimate like actors playing the roles.
Okay, so what do you think about that? Like anime becoming like real life stuff,
Well, it's not well, technically webtoons isn't really anime. It's more like like I don't know. I don't know how to
or
explain it,
like
but it's
animated stuff becoming real life. Like I know that there's gonna be like a One Piece movie
oh
like
like
that
a
or
real life
something.
adaptation. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't. It's just once it's an anime, leave it in anime because
I think it works in certain areas, and I think it doesn't work in other
uh,
areas. Like for example, like comics, DC comics, Marvel comics, like that
that.
works.
Okay, yeah, that works. That works.
You know what I mean? I haven't seen the All of Us Are Dead or the Sweet Home adaptations, but I've heard really good things about that. So apparently that works too. You know what I mean?
The thing about the difference between comics and anime is the fact that anime is way more wacky. Like it's just wacky. Like the
Right.
stuff that they do, like the powers they have, it's just weird. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't think it can be replicated easily with in so-called real life. It would just kill the actual like show for me basically. Or like the like I wouldn't want to watch it. Like One Piece film Red. I haven't watched it yet, but I still need to get to that. But I would rather watch that because it's animated than some real life thing of One Piece. That just sounds
That's
weird to me.
yeah, man. That's definitely a topic for another pod, man. We can
Oh,
get really deep with
100%.
that.
100%. Yeah, we can for sure.
All right. Let's call it for this pod. So, guys, thank you guys for checking out our pod. We had a lot of fun making this one. I'm excited for these new series, and I'm pretty excited to see who's going to be at the top of 2023. My predictions, I definitely have Chainsaw Man and Blue Lock up there for next year, and possibly even One Piece if we get something crazy. Because I know my boy Owen is he's definitely
Yeah.
aiming for that
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if we really think about it, I don't like see One Piece is something you really can't predict, so we can't really I don't even know what to say. Yeah, but
All
I
right.
do hope One Piece is gonna be,
Mm-hmm.
top three at least.
Yeah. All right.
But
So
but,
be
but it's crazy though,
mhm.
right? If you think about it, it's a 20-year-old anime, right? Or like 25-year-old anime, and it's still in the
Yeah.
top 10.
Well,
Like
it's an anon. I cannot even say that word. Anomaly. You guys know what I'm
yeah,
saying.
anomaly. Yeah.
Anomaly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not whatever, man. I'm just gonna stop. It's different, bro. It's built different.
It's
It's
built
built different.
different. Yep, it's built different. uh,
Okay. Before we close this episode, I just want to shout out Ghost Trigger. We just recently partnered up with them. I'm going to leave a link in the description so you guys can check it out. Basically, they sell these really cool contraptions that you can put onto a PlayStation controller. Do they do Xbox as well?
No, not Xbox,
Okay,
but PS4 and PS5.
PS4 and PS5. And let me just tell you something. I'm not the best gamer, but I can tell you with these, I'm pretty OP and I suck. And I haven't told anybody about them except for you guys because I gotta keep this a secret, man. I gotta win my gunfights. We'll leave a link in the description so you guys can check out what these are. We do have a promo code so that you guys can receive some discount on them.
Yep. 15% discount code ECB15.
Yes, sir. And once again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Ghost Trigger, for sponsoring us. And that's pretty much it for this pod. Make sure you guys check out our other podcasts at the ECB Podcast Network. Again, we'll leave a link in the description for everything. Everything will be there. All our other pods, NBA pods, entertainment pods, and soon to be a gaming one. So with that being said, peace out, guys.